Hey, everybody, and welcome to the FAM Nightly News. I am Pastor Michael.
And I am also Pastor Michael. We thought we'd team up tonight to bring you a short Devo time on this Thursday night.
So we will continue to be coming to you nightly. We encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single episode, because we want to keep you up to date
With a
the
spiritual
hydrate. You know, Ecclesiastes 7:9 says, "Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the lap of fools." So tonight I want to talk to you about emotions, our feelings. As men, we just love to talk about our feelings, don't we, Pastor Mike?
We love it. It's our favorite topic to get all emotional.
Yeah. But I do think it's an important topic, given, especially given the environment of the world today. In these times, it is not hard to let our emotions drive our actions, the words we speak, and the decisions that we make. You know, I had a question come to me the other day, and someone asked me about what to do with their feelings of anger. We're experiencing an especially tense climate right now, so tempers and moods are understandably fragile and vulnerable.
Yeah.
My answer right now, let anger be a signal to you, but don't allow it to solve the problem.
Yeah, when we are angry in situations, it's easy for us to see red flashing in front of our eyes. Anytime we do this and see this, typically it means that something's up and something's going on that needs our attention. And red flashing lights are commonly accompanied by some audible alarm, like this one right here, "Wah!" that are telling us that something is going on and needs our immediate attention.
So when you see a flashing red light on the instrument panel of your car, the light itself doesn't solve anything. It just lets you know something's wrong.
Yeah.
I knew a young person who had just returned from having their oil changed at a service station. Within minutes of driving from that place, a flashing red light started to appear on the dashboard. This person thinks, "I just had an oil change. There can't be anything wrong with my car. It must be a faulty indicator."
Yeah.
5 miles later, the motor blows because the service technician neglected to put the drain plug back in the car securely. You know, and that same principle applies to anger or any other emotion. But anger has both destroyed and saved more relationships, maybe more than any other emotion. Ephesians 4:26 and 27 says, "In your anger do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. And do not give the devil a foothold." Now, how can I say that it both destroys and saves? It all depends on how it is used. Anger is an emotion like all emotions, tells us about our state of being.
Yep.
When we feel peaceful, that emotion tells us things are good. There's no danger around and we can just chill. But anger is a signal to us that something is wrong. Anger is an emotion like all emotions that should be highly developed and very regulated, so that when we experience it, our anger will serve us well and others well. Now, when you say that, we have to make a distinction between anger and rage.
Yeah.
Rage is unregulated and underdeveloped anger. Look at babies, infants, babies 6 weeks old. When something is wrong and we walk into the room, do they say to us, "I am currently uncomfortable because I'm hungry and I just crapped my pants"?
No, they do not, Mike.
They'll say, "Please feed me and change my diaper," but not necessarily in that order.
Right.
No, they don't say that. Of course not. What do? They scream, they cry because they have not yet developed the ability to regulate their emotions.
Yep.
Anger helps us to identify a problem and gets us to a solution. But here's something you have to consider. Is there something wrong on my property, or is there something wrong on somebody else's property?
That's good.
That's called setting a boundary, and we advocate that frequently at Celebrate Recovery. If you find yourself in a tense moment, I want you to listen to your anger and name it. Put words to it. You know, when my boys were young and they got upset, my wife Sue would continually remind them, saying, "Use your words. If you're upset, use your words." And when Sue did that, she was developing that regulation where they could use their emotions through language and other ways to get to, and here's the word, a solution.
Yeah.
So put words to your anger. When you do that, you're moving it from the emotional side of your brain to the thinking side of your brain, and that gives it space to be worked through. Then say to yourself, This anger is signaling to me that there is a problem, so what can I do about it? Now, what can I make someone, not what can I make someone else do about it?
Right.
We can never control the actions of others, but we are 100% responsible for our response to those actions.
Yeah.
You know, in Celebrate Recovery, we encourage everyone, when you get to that big question, what can I do about my anger? First, take a step back and try to see what's good in your life. Where is the good right now? What's working?
Yeah.
You know, think about that car indicator we talked about. When we have that red light on the dash, normal troubleshooting procedures often include going through a list of what is not broke on the car.
Yeah.
There's air in the tires, there's gas in the tank. For some people, that's the extent of
Yeah.
their troubleshooting, but it's a start.
Yeah, that's really good, man. I've studied all sorts of personality profile systems that are out there, and the one that has spoken to me the most is something called the Enneagram. So Adriana's going to go ahead and put that name right on the screen right now because I know that it can be difficult to spell. And I happen to be an Enneagram type 8. And there's a bunch of free tests that you can see online to try out who you are and what kind of personality that you have based on this test. But being an Enneagram 8 means that when I am unhealthy emotionally, I will slide into what's called the anger triad. And there's 3 types of people that will go into this anger triad: 8s, 9s, and 1s. My wife happens to be a 9. So when I'm angry and she's angry, we have some really good fights, all right? In any case, anger has been an issue for me in the past. And what I had to learn is that no one can make me angry. There's nothing that can make me angry. It has always been my choice to respond to the stimulation or the circumstances that I was experiencing with anger. That's how I was dealing with it. And anger, I thought, had served me well because I would get angry, I would blow up, I would raise my voice, and I would get my way. But it pushed people away from me.
Always a price.
Right? It scared them. They would shut down. And so in reality, anger was not serving me well. So Pastor Michael, this weekend, I will be speaking about joy in our Sunday service.
Great topic.
And for those of you that are watching tonight and you are experiencing anger in your life right now, you're experiencing anger in your home or towards your job or towards what's happening in the world today, or you're experiencing anger in your mind, I encourage you to tune in this weekend. Proverbs 16:32 says this: better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city. Let me encourage you tonight. Relax. Chill out. Take a deep breath. Realize you are in control of your emotions and you are in control of the anger that you believe is plaguing your life and causing you to explode all the time. I just want to add one thing. It's unfair, and this is what I realized about myself. It was unfair of me to cause everybody else to walk on eggshells around me because they didn't know what button was going to make me explode.
Exactly. And we are driven so much by our emotions, and anger is a powerful emotion, especially in men.
Yeah.
It's something we deal with a lot in Celebrate Recovery. And, you know, a lot of people, we spend our whole life self-medicating. All of a sudden the medicine's gone.
Yeah.
And we don't know where the anger comes from.
Yeah.
And it's a mystery to us sometimes. It takes a long time to work through it.
Yeah, so Pastor Michael and I were talking today. We've been doing some different things this week with some of the counseling that Pastor Earl does. If you needed to do a drive-up CR talk with Pastor Michael this week, feel free to contact the church office, 845-361-4587. If you're dealing with these feelings of anger, if you're dealing with substance abuse right now, and it's easy to do it because we're locked in our homes and nobody's seeing it, contact the church office, make an appointment with Pastor Michael. You can drive up, he'll go out in his car, and you can have a face-to-face through the car windows.
Just sit 6 feet apart, and we can talk all day if you want.
We'll have a conversation. We'll help you out. All right, we love you guys.
Love you. Have a good night.